Good morning, RESA students and staff. This is Mr. Stover with your morning announcements. I'd like to welcome you back to another fine school year. I'm glad to see you here, and I'm excited to see what you're going to learn this year. I want to welcome all students back to school, and especially a big welcome to you sixth graders who are starting school today. Each day, we are going to start in the morning with the morning show. So you're either advisory or on Thursdays, your first hour teachers will be presenting the morning show to you. And this is a place where you can get a lot of important information about what's going on in the school and a lot of things that you need to know. So we're going to go ahead and start with each day with the Pledge of Allegiance and the Student Creed. So please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Student Creed. As a RESA student, I will always strive to be an excellent student and an excellent human being. I am a unique person with special talents, and it is up to me to develop those talents while I'm at school. I understand that if I truly strive to be excellent, I will be successful. All right. Teachers, please check the exclusion list. And, well, we're going to not really have the no pass list on there, but please check the exclusion list. We do have a number of students who have a medical exclusion and need to see the nurse about that. So please send those students to the nurse's office if they are on the exclusion list, which is located on the RESA Staff Daily News site and on the main part of that site on the homepage. Students, you are in advisory right now, and that's great. I'm glad you found your way to advisory, that you're already halfway there to being successful for today, because today our main goal is to find all of our classes, go to lunch, find the rest of our classes, and then find our bus at the end of the day. That's really, I need you to get those things done today, and each day at the beginning of this, we're going to kind of focus on a certain area about arriving ready to learn. So there's a lot of things on this here, and today I'm going to focus on unauthorized electronic devices. So cell phones is usually what you think of, but we can also think of earbuds that are Bluetooth. So if you have Bluetooth headphones, or even like big Bluetooth headphones, or if you have your cell phone, they need to be silent and out of sight at all times. Okay? So silent means they don't make any sound. If I hear them, then they made a sound. Out of sight means they cannot be visible. So if this is on my desk but I'm not using it, is it out of sight? Well, the answer is no, it's not out of sight, because I can still see it. In fact, if you can see it, or if I can see it, or your teacher can see it, if anyone can see it, it's not out of sight. If it's in a pocket, but the pocket's only half big enough to hold the phone, then I guess it's not silent, out of sight. Okay? So what's going to happen is I have already communicated my expectations to the teachers, so they're aware of this, and they're going to talk to you about it. But we don't want to have cell phones out because they are a big distraction to learning. Okay? You've probably tried to get your parents' attention when they're on their cell phone, and sometimes it's hard to do, right? They're like, they're looking at something. Okay? Same thing happens to you if you're on it. So we want all students to keep unauthorized electronic devices silent and out of sight. And if teachers see them, they're going to ask you to put them away. They'll probably give you a paper bag or something to put them in so that it is no longer a distraction. Because if I put a phone inside a paper bag, it's now out of sight. Even though I really know where it's at, we still don't see it. So please make sure you just keep them silent and out of sight. The best thing you can do is leave it at home or leave it in your locker. And I know some people are still working on their locker. The other thing I want to talk about is bus dismissal. So, like I say, our big goals today are that we can make sure we find our classes and find our way. So you're already in advisory, so good job there. And then we also want to get to our bus. So during 8th hour, your teacher in 8th hour will hand you some information about your buses. Now, some of you don't ride the bus, maybe you walk or get a ride, and that's fine. But they're going to give everybody their bus information. And then there's going to be a lane on that bus information. The lane number is the most important number because that's where you go. There's a route number, that's the route of the bus. So you see those numbers in the bus windows. And you're going to use that information to locate where you need to be waiting at the end of the day. Now, we don't know right now how many buses will be on time and how many buses will be late. But I did tell the bus drivers, my RESA students are going to all be in their lanes on their numbers. So if you are in lane 8, then you're going to go out to the bus parking lot and stand by the 8 for lane 8 and wait for your bus. Even if it's not there yet, that's okay. The bus is coming. You're going to wait there. We may hold you guys on the sidewalk today because, again, sometimes buses are late and we need to hold people. And we'll talk about a countdown later. The countdown's not going to be super important today. Most important thing today is you need to find where your bus is so that you can get on it. Even if your bus is not there yet, it will be coming. So it's important for you to get there. Okay? The next thing, hallway expectations. Students should be walking quickly in the hallway. We should not run. We should walk quickly. Cell phones, as we already said, need to be silent and out of sight. We're not going to allow cell phones in the hallways. We're not going to allow cell phones in the cafeteria. So that's like why I say you really ought to just leave them at home because you don't need them at school. Students should always try to walk on the right side of the hallway and keep hands, feet, and objects to themselves. So that means you don't touch people. Obviously, it's a busy hallway. There's a lot of people. You might bump into somebody. It's normal. Oh, I'm sorry. And you keep on moving, okay? Just try to be courteous of others. And if we all walk on the right, that'll allow more people to pass. The hallways are fairly narrow. Use inside voices. I think you guys will see there will be a level 2 if we're using the level system. And head directly to the next class or destination. So if you got to go to the bathroom or something, get there. If you're going to your locker, get there and then get to your class. But you want to figure out where your classes are today. We're not starting hall sweeps until next week, but you need to make sure you're learning where your classes are because the next week will creep up on you fast. And that is all I have for today. I do want to remind you, though, that all the adults in the building are here to help you. Okay, so if you're lost and don't understand where a room is, even students who've been here for a few years, they changed all the room numbers on us. So everything's going to be a different number. So if you need help finding a room, show somebody your schedule. We will help you get there. It's going to be okay. Some of you are going to be a little bit late today, and that's okay. We're going to help you get to class, and we're going to help make sure you get on your bus and get to where you need to go. Okay? I'm excited to have a great year with you. And so remember every day to strive to be an excellent student, strive to be an excellent human being, and strive to be responsible, respectful, and safe. Have a great day.